what's happening today? Today is the 4th of November. I have not changed my watch yet. It's daylight savings time. I am driving from my house on a boomerang trip to Chicago to see my favorite band of all time, who were broken up for years and are finally back together, a little rock trio called Jawbreaker. So they're my favorite band of all time. I've never seen them live. I've been watching YouTubes on them, of them playing live and such, but it's never been one of those things I ever thought would ever happen. Similar to like Led Zeppelin, Hell Freeze Over kind of stuff. People are just gushing over that kind of thing, right? This is that for me. Knowing what I know, knowing what I needed to do for this trip, I knew I couldn't stay. I looked into some accommodations, but with my work life, which I'm very flexible with and can work anywhere, but I do have a dog as well, dealing with all of that, the best situation for me was to do a boomerang. That may change. I put Emma in a boarding facility. It's an open play daycare facility. It's been around in the city of Detroit for quite some time now, and I've been taking her there ever since I first adopted Emma. So she doesn't like it at first, and she loves it when she's there. I think it's one of those situations. So, but anyway, yep, I'm on my way out there. I'm heading out there a little earlier. The doors, I think, are at 6:30 Central Time. I'm in the Eastern Time Zone. It's 12:45 here Eastern Time. So I'm gonna get there a little, maybe absurdly early. However, I've got a plan. I'm assuming I'm gonna title the video similar to this. But I'm going to see, pretty excited, I'm going to see my Tesla Model X today. I'm going to get to do something, assuming it's out there. So I had a Model X lined up. It was actually in the Troy, Michigan location. I went and looked at it. I got to see it before I bought it. The financing just fell through, didn't work out. I had my $2,500 deposit down, and it just fell through. The financing just didn't work. So it was disappointing for a little bit. And then a couple months later, I got some more financing things in line, reapplied, and was approved at a realistic number. I was approved before, but not at a realistic number. I'm approved now at a realistic number. So I called Tesla this week. I managed it all out with the Cleveland location, saying, hey, if you got one, if you have one similar to what I had before, or what I wanted before, I'm in. And they had one almost to the exact specifications. It's white, cream interior, a little bit more mileage, lower price, and it had the upgraded wheels, which was cool. Still comes with the tow package and everything else. So I was like, oh my lord, okay. So I solidified all the financials, and it's set to be delivered. It's within a couple weeks here. I could have my Model X finally. The vegan leather interior, cream, it's gonna be beautiful. So whole point of this intro, I'm going to see my favorite band. I'm going to see basically what is my dream car right now, out in Chicago, hopefully. So it's at the Highland Park Tesla. Maybe I'll show a map. It's at the Highland Park Tesla location in the northern part, that's north of Chicago. I'm hoping that it's on the lot somewhere, and I can go see it and take some video of it, and maybe get a little picture or two. Maybe I'll hug it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm heading to Chicago anyway, and I'm going to see my favorite band, and I'm gonna go see this Tesla Model X that will be mine after it gets shipped to Cleveland and cleaned up. They have to do some other things for me, I'm sure. Vegan steering wheel. I'm gonna have them put in the HEPA filter, the big HEPA filter. You can, little known fact, the compartment of the Model X can still take the HEPA filter, even if you don't have the premium upgrade package, which is included now at the time of this video. So, but it doesn't have biodefense mode, right? So, but you can still have the HEPA filter. It would still be filtering those things. And based on what I've seen on a bunch of the forums, it works still. It works really well. And so when I was going to get my last Model X, they were going to put that filter in for me. They were going to switch out the steering wheel for me because I'm a whole foods plant-based eater. So having a completely, fully, sustainably made, non-animal interior is important to me, and was actually a large factor in deciding on a vehicle. I will probably make a video dedicated to switching from this car, which is a Cadillac CTS 2016 Cadillac CTS to a Model X. So, alright, that's just the first update of many. I've got a 4-hour drive ahead of me, so I'll be in touch soon. So here we are at the Tesla, Highland Park, Illinois Tesla, where my Tesla is currently located. It could be one of these white ones sitting here. We're going to check it out. Let's see if we can find which one is mine, if any. My VIN. Let's see if we can see it. Give myself the rare occasion. See if I can give myself the rare ability to see my Tesla before I actually get it. Because usually with the Tesla, there it is. This one right here, this is my Model X right here. I'm from Michigan, I'm in Illinois, and here it is. This is it. This is my Tesla right here. Cream interior, 100D. This is it. This is my Tesla. Must have been hauling something with it or testing it. Water collection. But this is it. I apologize for the audio already. That's it. See, it's different than the one I was going to get. These wheels are much darker. This is it though. This is my Model X, everybody. Here, little quality control issue here. Part of the reason I wanted to come see it is to see what I could find on it that had issues before I purchased. Already found that one issue, which is good. Checking it out real nice. I'm gonna take a walk around the lot here as well, so everyone can see going on. I'll probably get the GoPro for that. This paneling looks good. Yeah, how awesome, huh? Tires look good. This is it. That's my baby. Very cool. Yeah, alright. We're at the Highland Park. The audio's gonna be crap, but I'm sorry. We're at the Highland Park Tesla Service Center. Wanted to take a quick walk around. This is where my Tesla currently is. I just put the deposit down on. So I figured I'd take a quick walk around, see what's here. All the superchargers used. So they do have superchargers here. They're all being used. We got 3 Model S's and an X. And 3 rather. but these look like they're all maybe full here. Here we are, all full. Free convenience, drop-off service, very cool. Tons of Model 3s here though, tons. This one's got a charger going in to the window, but it's still plugged in here. I don't know why that would be. That's, I don't know. I don't know why that would be that way. Ever seen one? Yeah, Tesla service truck. Not for hire. Tesla branded, interesting that they have a fossil fuel vehicle, huh? 4x4 to handle service. I'm pretty excited. There's my car, there's my old CTS. I'm gonna take this over here now. I'm gonna take the GoPro. I took some iPhone footage of my first encounter, but now I want to do some actual GoPro footage of my X. So here it is. This is my Model X. Soon to be my Model X. My Model X is an inventory model. That's why I'll document this again. There is some damage on it. Right there's the panel, the corner panel, little quality control issue. Other than that, it's looking pretty. It's white, cream interior, everything. It's everything you want it to be, and it really is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Mine. Okay, so I'm still in the parking lot of the Highland Park Tesla service center / dealership, and let me tell you, friggin' awesome. This place is awesome. Here comes a Tesla, an older Model S coming in right now, probably coming to supercharge. There's one open slot, so he's probably going to be pretty excited. The other ones are full. And he's got an old 75D. Yep, there he goes to supercharge. Very cool. Yeah, so we're just passing my Tesla. I found the issues I needed to see on it. There was some quality control. I didn't actually go into that service center part, but there's a whole bunch of cars being serviced in there. I got to see my Model X. It's beautiful. I really didn't know how I'd feel about the silver wheels. They're not the brighter silver, but the more matte looking silver wheels, and I actually like them better. Go figure. This is kind of a weird location though. I mean, there's Teslas everywhere, as you might expect, but it was weird because you got to see so many different customizations and things like that, which was cool. It's just cool. It's just so cool. Where do these blogs go? Why am I making this video? What's with all the, what's the hubbub? Why do I even do this? So, I'm excited to finally get this EV, specifically a Tesla, because of the supercharger network, and because I am going to take this thing across the country, like a few others have so far and posted on YouTube, and I'm sure many others have. I'm going to take this thing from Michigan here. I'm going to go to Canada. I go to Canada every summer. I have a summer cottage in Canada, but I'm going to take this Tesla across the country to Southern California. I have family in Southern California, and with my lifestyle and my work life, I'm going to pack up my dog and I'm going to document that entire trip. So that's 1A, or 1B really, of why I want an electric vehicle. 1A is I've changed my lifestyle completely to be as sustainable as possible. I'm sitting in a Cadillac CTS now, loaded with leather. Animal products are just not sustainably made products. Leading causes of pollution in the world, right? One of the leading causes of pollution in the world, outside of maybe humans, of course. Greenhouse gases, things of that nature, are coming mostly from animals. They're not coming from vehicles. However, this car is made with animals, so I didn't want that. You know, that was the first thing I was looking up. I was looking up, all right, what can I find that won't give me leather interior? Okay, cool. I found a bunch of different things. What's a vehicle I drive a Cadillac. I have a certain level of luxury I've grown accustomed to in life. So what's a vehicle that can match, you know, that level of luxury, for lack of a better word, you know? And every time I was looking at it, like, what's the car that has the most parts made in the United States, you know, so that we're not creating some big carbon footprint with how the vehicle is made. And, you know, being from Michigan, I live in the heart of Ford country. You know, I have a Ford plant. You can almost see a Ford plant from my balcony of my condo. Like, that's how prominent the Ford industry, the Ford Motor Company is in my area specifically. Like, I live there. That's where I'm at. So I was looking, and I have friends who are union automaker employees. They're pro-union. My grandparents, you know, were a huge part of the steelworkers union that originated in Michigan as well. So to stray away from a union-built vehicle was actually on, you know, my conscience to some degree. But what it came down to me the most for what I wanted out of a vehicle was I wanted it as sustainably made as possible, and as good for the environment as possible, and as good for my health as possible. The Model X, I mean, the one I have won't have biodefense mode, but it will. They said they would put in the HEPA filter for me. So I'm gonna be around these fossil vehicles, these ICE cars, so to speak, all the time. Well, now I don't have to worry nearly as much about it. Will I still be inhaling some of those things? Of course. But now I won't have to worry nearly as much about it. And how beautiful is that, right? So I'm doing it for my health. I'm doing it for the environment. I'm doing it for the planet. I'm doing it for the long-term vision of what vehicles will be. This is an unstoppable force. We're going to drive electric vehicles. We're going to drive. Eventually, we're not going to drive vehicles. Eventually, we're going to summon vehicles that are sustainably made vehicles that are electric. They may or may not be owned by you. You may or may not lease your car out as an Uber or similar in our future. At least I'm a 35-year-old male at the time of this. In my future, I think we will see that to the point where it's going to be kind of awesome. You won't need a car. You won't have that expense. You'll have the expense of travel. And, you know, what will that really cost? Well, we won't have the cost of the fossil fuel. I mean, there's cost of fossil fuel to create some of these things, but not all of them. I'm on my way now to what is called the Veggie Grill, I believe. And I'm going to have a nice vegan meal. I'll probably take some pictures and video of that. And then I'm going to see my favorite band of all time called Jawbreaker. And it's going to be maybe a little bit emotional for me. I've never seen them live, and listening to them for God, who knows how long. And they broke up in the late 90s before I actually got into them. You know, their newest album came out well before I got into them. Which is a little bit surprising because I was in the quote punk renaissance there. But anyway, I'm going to sign off for a bit. I'm going to listen to some George Watsky and roll into Chicago here. And maybe I'll take some footage and post it on here. But if not, that was day zero. I'm going to call this day zero. I don't own it yet. I had the financing for it. I put the deposit down on it. And unlike a lot, I actually see my Tesla before I got it because it's an inventory car, and I just happen to be 300 miles from home. and able to see it. So I'm stoked. Everyone should be stoked. It's one of those things where you work hard for something you've wanted for a long time, and you're going to achieve it. And I'm going to achieve it. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to go sit in traffic, hopefully, wishing I had my Tesla.